One of the most important principles for being highly productive in the workplace is being able to delegate effectively. And to be really frank, I go into workplaces all the time and managers say they delegate, but after talking with their employees, I really don't think they know how to delegate properly. So what I want to share with you right now is a process that I've designed called the PAT delegation system. It will help you to free up your time so that you're actually freed up and in control, and it will give your employees a sense of clarity and a sense of direction in terms of what they're required to do. Speak to you soon. Hi, Colin Boyd from colinboyd.com.au here, and the conversation I'm having right now I think is really crucial because this is a system that I've created for delegating. It's really simple and it's built around this acronym called PAT. So if you can imagine, it's kind of like patting someone on the back, right? So PAT. And whenever you're delegating something, I think it's so important to follow this system. The reason why it's important is because if you don't, your employees will be still unclear in terms of what you want. They will be kind of unsure on where to start, and it will actually leave you feeling like you can't really trust them or put anything in their hands. Now, don't get me wrong, it does take a level of trust to be able to delegate effectively. But I think that if you can build some trust with your employees and you can use this system, it will actually free up your time a whole lot more. It will release you to do the type of leadership things that you actually want to do, whether it be strategic planning, whether it be thinking more, whether it be designing ideas and implementing projects that actually make a difference. So let me share with you this 3-step process called the PAT delegation system. So the PAT delegation system goes like this. The P stands for purpose. So when you first come in to delegate an idea or a task to someone, mention the purpose of the task. This is kind of your why. So you would say something like this. Hey Jack, I want to share with you something I need done. Now the purpose of this task is X. And you insert whatever the purpose is. It might be to complete this project, or it might be to align the organization to the goals, or it might be to launch a new product. So the purpose of this is to do this. The second key in this system is action. So A for action is where you actually specifically chunk down on the actions that are required. Now, depending on the level of autonomy that you want to give this person, you can be as specific and descriptive as you like. But you first of all start with the purpose and then you chunk down to the action. So you say, well, the purpose of this task is to launch this new product. Specifically, the actions, what I need you to do is X, X, and X. So you might just, or it might just be one thing. I need you to gather these names for the database. And then the T is time frame. So you say, could you get this back to me by Wednesday at 5 p.m? So you can say it in a question, or you can say it as a statement, which is, I need this back by 5 p.m. I prefer a question because it enables them to make a decision and say, yes, I can get that back to you. And in them making a decision, it gives them more autonomy and more ownership. So the PAT system of delegation is built around P for purpose, A for action, and T for time frame. So share the purpose, which is the big picture, give them the actions, which is the specific tasks, and then give them a time frame so that they can actually have some clarity in terms of when it's required by. I trust this makes sense. So that's the idea for today, is the PAT delegation system that I created. PAT, purpose, action, time frame. Hey, if this has been helpful, please like it and please tweet it. And I've got a question for you. What is most difficult for you when delegating? What's the most difficult thing for you when delegating tasks? Please write that in the comments below, and I'd love to answer you and get back to you. Speak to you soon. One of the most important